Welcome to thedoor.com. The Door is a platform where you can buy and sell anything, anytime, anywhere. Making money easy way.
It's swift, secure, and easy. Dad.org, transforming lives.
The African Heads of States on all of the continental projects that are coming out of Africa. So with that, we mean that we need to be the ones that that those projects are brought to first, and then we can discern whether or not it's things that we want to participate and support and drive or spearhead. So that is one of the parts of our blueprint. As well, getting the 6th region officially approved by the African Heads of State. So some of you all may have heard about the 6th region and kind of have some understanding about it, but in a nutshell, it just means that the African diaspora should be represented as a region of Africa. So the opportunities and the things that are that come through for Africa should also be made available for the African diaspora. But of course, the main thing there is that we unite, that we come together and be seen as one single solitary unit. So that is super important. Effectively fund the Africa Diaspora Fund. You'll hear us speak to the $1 Million campaign. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the program, but that is something that is paramount as it relates to us being able to financially be able to participate in the projects and the investment opportunities that are available in Africa. The Wakanda One City of Excellence, and I should say cities plural, because again, even though we're just getting started with the Wakanda One City in Cape Coast, Ghana, we have slated for other parts of the country that we plan on implementing that same type of strategy. So these Wakanda Cities of Excellence that we'll find throughout the continent in due time is definitely one of the flagship programs as it relates to ADDI. Also, you'll hear about the East to West Trans-Africa Value Corridor, or what we call TRAVACO. So that is another investment opportunity that is available through ADDI, and you'll be hearing more information about that as well. And then finally, and I'm saying that finally as to like right now, because we're constantly adding things that that have been, when we get our level of awareness raised to those things, we understand how important they are in the diaspora and for us to tackle those particular issues as they relate to the continent. So reparations is something else that is a project that you will find, or a program that you will find being spearheaded through ADDI, so that it can speak to not only reparations on behalf of those here in the United States of America, but again, throughout the diaspora, for every country that you find African diaspora. And you'll see more about that, because we are going to be starting some webinars as it relates to reparations as well. And you may have been able to attend one that we've had already that was led by attorney Benjamin Crump. So with that being said, there's more things to add. No bad drugs in Africa. You know, the Know Me by My Name program that we're going to be spearheading through ADDI in partnership with the African Ancestry. So again, there's a lot of things that are unfolding. So that's why it's super important that you all remain connected. Make sure that you go to ouraddi.org, throw a / on there to join. Make sure that you're actually registered. I know a lot of people participate in these webinars, but you're not actually registering for ADDI, so that you're getting the full benefit of being an active member. All right, so make sure that you go and register so you can stay in the loop. Again, things are constantly evolving. We are also supporting social.africa. So you'll see that we are sprouting up groups through ADDI on social.africa. So make sure that you download the app, or you can access it through your browser simply at social.africa. Put ADDI in the search for groups and find those groups that are You can always start with outreach, and then we can send you to where you need to be as far as the role that you want to participate in. But just make sure that you stay connected. Any questions as it relates to ADDI, you can always email info@ouraddi.org to get some questions answered there. But again, the website, we're about to release our new version of the website that's going to contain some very pertinent information, different structure to allow you to be able to better peruse the website, get the information that you need, and also become a paid member of ADDI. So all of those things are coming soon. So stay tuned and make sure that you stay connected on all the different platforms that we have, whether it's Social Africa, whether it's our Telegram network that we've been using thus far. But make sure you stay connected so that you are in the loop of the expansion of our blueprint and anything that you want to be involved in. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, my sister. Mm-hmm. And so we have, over the last several months, we've been bringing various topics to you. And of course, most of you have been following and actually taking action in becoming part of those topics that we've been bringing to you. And so for today, I think it would be very prudent to have our beloved ambassador, Dr. Arkina, to really remind us why we are here today and really what it means for today's topic and then the future topics that we continue to bring to you. So again, as a reminder, ADDI exists. Anything that the African diaspora is working on across multiple industries, ADDI is here to make it better. And we cannot do it without the African diaspora. We cannot do it without you. We need you. We need you to be part of the family. And that's why ADDI is calling everyone home, those innovators, creators, CEOs, founders. You are building a platform. You're building a business that benefits the continent. We are calling you home so that we can provide you with a global presence to the rest of the diaspora across the globe. So with that, I'd like to invite Dr. Arkina to really tell us why we're here today.
Thank you, Brother Jote. Welcome everyone from around the globe, wherever you are listening from. We appreciate you for taking the time to come and be with us today for this very important conversation. To the ADDI team that worked tirelessly to make these webinars possible, thank you to all of you for your selfless donation of your time. To our sister Amira, I have nicknamed her our present day Angela Davis. Thank you for a wonderful presentation and summary of who we are as ADDI and highlighting some of our blueprint initiatives. As my brother Jote has just said, we are here to say once and for all, insanity no more. We are here to say, as children of Africa, as descendants of the most amazing ancestors out of Africa, we are here to say, enough is enough. For whatever reason, we seem to have failed to come together for the purposes of our sheer survival, just like other groups of people have done. And I want to highlight those of us living in the United States, which is the melting pot. With the exception of the American Indians, everyone in this country is an immigrant. So as such, using the US as an example, ask for the voices of the Chinese diaspora loud and clear. Ask for the voices of the Mexican American diaspora, the Indian Americans, the Irish Americans, the German Americans, Italian Americans. Their voices in this wonderful country of the United States are very loud and clear. The voices which are missing, however, are the voices of us Black people. When you ask for the voices of Black people, you might as well go to the graveyard because we are missing in action. Why? We were intentionally put to sleep. We're intentionally made to believe that that which we represent as Black people, that which we represent as Africans is not good, is unacceptable, is not desirable, and should be shunned away from. This process of brainwashing us started long before the children of Africa were taken out of Africa as slaves. The settlers set out to make us believe that which is African was not good, and that which was European was better. For how long, my brothers and sisters, are we going to continue to believe in this lie? For how long? What is it going to take for us Black people to wake up? Look around us. You see what others are doing. Are you comfortable continuing to be the most disrespected race on earth simply because of the color of your skin? Last time I checked, the ability to produce melanin was not a crime. The ability to produce melanin is not a crime. Why then are we Black people the most disrespected race? The real bigger question is, why haven't we done something about it? Why have we normalized the abnormal? Why have we normalized the abnormal? Are you comfortable living this world the way it is for your children, your grandchildren, and generations to come? I hope the answer is absolutely not. And this is why we are here today, my brothers and sisters, to say enough is enough. That we know we are the most intelligent, beautiful, sophisticated, highly adaptable, and totally indestructible humans. The mothers and fathers of humanity as we know it. We will no longer allow ourselves to be disrespected. We're going to let the world know that we're just as smart as anybody else, that we will not allow anyone to look down upon us, and also we will not allow ourselves to be looked down upon us. That no one is superior to us. No one is more intelligent than us. And we, this generation, we are going to make sure we pave the way so our children can live in a better world and be ready to compete and be treated fairly around the world, and nothing to do with their skin is going to get in the way. And for that to happen, we have to come together, stand up and speak with one voice, just like others have done. And for you to successfully do that, you must understand that not only are you sick at home, not only are you in a doctor's office waiting room, not only are you in the hospital, in the wards, but rather you are in the intensive care, sick from the disease of the legacy of slavery and the legacy of colonization. First, we must understand that we are sick. You see, you don't go to look for a doctor if you don't think you're sick. Let's accept the reason we have been unable to stand up and push back against these abuses being meted to us, particularly in this day, because we know better. It's because we're suffering from these two ailments. We must heal from them. And once we are healed and we know who we are, that we can stand up tall on the tallest mountain and proclaim to the world that we are the proud Africans, then and only then can we begin to undo the damage that has been done to us, because at the end of the day, the problem is with us. The problem is with the image in the mirror. And that's why we need to talk about where that healing needs to begin. Each and every one of us must have that serious conversation with the image in the mirror. Ask yourself, why do I think the way I do? Why do I not trust my brother? Why do I not believe in that which my brother has started? And that is why we are here today, my brothers and sisters, to ask ourselves the question. I know there are many young, bright minds out there, great inventions, but we're not supporting each other. We are waiting for others to support them. The only problem is they take it. They take our creations. We have a young person who has developed a robot in Nigeria today. I'm just waiting to see, when are we gonna come together and support that young man and make sure that robot that's giving out medications in Nigeria needs to be all over the continent. Are we prepared to support that young man? Are we going to wait for somebody else to buy that technology from him for peanuts? That's why we are here today, my brothers and sisters. We have two of our very own that have come up with great ideas, ideas that must be shared. A month ago, we brought to you another young man, a medical doctor, but also an IT guru who has spent the past 10 years working on a platform that he's now calling Social Africa. There are many of you doing similar platforms. They have similar platforms that we don't know about you. We haven't heard about you. And that's why you're going to be taken advantage of. Well, we brought you Social Africa. The choice is yours. Do you want to continue with WhatsApp, or are you going to support one of your own? The choice is yours. Ours is to say, guess what? This is what one of your brothers is doing. We hope you will support him. Our own platform. You see, the Chinese have their own. The Indians have their own. Why can't we have our own as Africans? Between the Africans on the continents and the Africans in the diaspora, you're looking at about 1.7 billion people. Why can't we support that which we begin? This is what ADDR is saying. We got some of the brightest minds out there, and we must support them. And the healing that I'm talking about, it starts with you telling yourself, I know I can support Brother Otis of Social Africa. I know I can support Brother Abu of the Cybersecurity Academy. I know we can support the Odusu coin and many others that are coming up. All we gotta do is believe in ourselves and in each other. Are we all going to be perfect? Absolutely not. But just because there are a few among us who may not do the right thing doesn't mean we should all abandon the concept of coming together, the spirit of Ubuntu. No, that's who we are from the beginning. We worked together. We believed in each other. We understood the importance of unity. What happened to us, my brothers and sisters, my children, some of you? What happened to us? Let's stop the insanity. And this is where we come together to say no more Albert Einstein definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. This is a new day. And our Africa is calling. So today, you're going to be hearing from two of our very own. They're going to be sharing with you bright ideas. And I hope all of you, by the time we finish this program, will make a commitment to support them. And I hope for those of you who are listening out there, if you got an idea that you need to share with your brothers and sisters, please bring it on. We want to share it. This is time for Africa, my brothers and sisters. This moment is our moment. We must come together. We don't have a choice, plain and simple. So if your little mind is trying to tell you that you can't believe in anything a Black person does, go back and talk to that image in the mirror. Go back and remind yourself what you're going to tell your children 20 years from now. When they ask you, grandmother, grandpa, what did you do about the problems of Black people? What did you do about the problems of Africa? Are you willing to say, well, grandson, granddaughter, we did nothing, really? With everything you know and everything that we are capable of doing when we come together, it will be shameful, completely shameful. I would hope that we will be the generation that will put an end to this insanity. May this deliberation give us the results that we need. And may we all make a commitment to embark on a journey of self-healing and self-discovery. That process starts with the conversation with the image in the mirror. Thank you, Brother Jote. I'm looking forward to this wonderful program.
Thank you, Ambassador. I'm slowly learning how to take the overwhelming feeling of speaking right after the ambassador with some grace and humility. But you all have heard it very loud and clear. Ambassador will be speaking at the end about the path forward as well. So stick around as we go through the rest of our programming today.
Adu for a wonderful presentation that really shed light on the needs. I could not believe all of Nigeria, they only have 1,800 cybersecurity experts. This is indeed a new frontier for our youth, which is why ADDI, we jumped on this opportunity and more importantly, negotiated for a discounted rate for our youth. No, this is not just for youth. It's for anybody who wants to learn a new trade. So it's not just for youth, but we're focusing on our youth because we understand they need our backs. Our youth are struggling, and as elders, we have a responsibility to support them every opportunity that we get. So we have negotiated for 2,000 for diaspora youth who are members of ADDI. So we encourage all of you to go to our addi.org, sign up so you can benefit. If you want to register with the Academy, you get it for $2,000. And for those of us in the diaspora, please, we encourage you to support an African youth in Africa for $1,000. Or Dua has agreed, you have to have an African address to get it for 1,000. But we're asking us elders, those who can, see if you can find $1,000 and sponsor an African youth to attend this 3-month course in cybersecurity. We've also spoken to Dr. Adu. He has agreed to give us a payment plan for those who want to sponsor. So for $200 a month, you can sponsor a youth and you can get your $1,000 paid up. Let's support our children. So for the youth in the United States and anywhere in the diaspora, it's $2,000. But if you are sponsoring a youth in Africa, or if you are a youth in Africa who has $1,000, you can get it for $1,000. But your address has to be in Africa, and you must reside in Africa to get it for $1,000. So please, let's not abuse that privilege. It's for those youth in Africa who need our support. So again, Dr. Abu, I cannot thank you enough for bringing this important and wonderful program to us. This is one way that you can say I emerged from COVID with a trade that is something that then carried me through for the rest of my life. Empower yourself, take yourself to the next level, use this isolation with COVID to promote and educate yourself while you are at home. So thank you all for listening, and thank you, Dr. Abu, thank you, Dr. Jote, for bringing all these wonderful, wonderful people to us. We truly appreciate everything that our youth in the diaspora are doing. Thank you.
Received previously off a YouTube video. And basically there was a YouTube video that was talking about the opportunities in gold mine and diamond mine investing, manufacturing and agriculture opportunities in Africa. And I have went and assembled a investment groups, a number of people who would like to actually invest in these opportunities. But I need to, I guess, get a ADDI representative to get things started or moving. Who would I contact to get those things in place?
Can I answer that question, Jote?
Yes, please.
Thank you, my brother, for bringing that very important question. And I think you are hitting the nail in the head. Our wealth is in our minerals. And the sooner we get involved, the better. So we are going to be, we're actually in the process of compiling opportunities in Tanzania and opportunities in Zambia. We will be bringing you more opportunities to be presented to the diaspora from a number of countries. We have them all lined up. But Zambia in particular, we are looking at mining, because when we asked them to come and present to the diaspora, mining was one of the sectors that we requested information on to show you how easy it's going to be. I know most of you who are not from Africa, this will come as a shock, that we have today, as we speak, women in Africa that are running around with gold and precious metals, minerals like diamonds and emeralds and rubies in their purses, and they're looking for somebody to buy them. I'm talking personal experience with my own family members. That's how these minerals are so available. So when we were talking to our representative now that we're working with in Zambia, and I happened to mention that I do know that this is what's happening, she just busted out laughing. She said, Ambassador, you just made my day. She said every day she's with this Zambian Development Agency. She's bombarded with women that have all these minerals and they are looking for buyers. So we are in the process of saying, how do we bring all of them together so we can purchase from all of them? So your point is well taken. You really have a valid point, and we are pushing towards diaspora owning minerals out of Africa, all the way to owning gold mines and diamond mines. That's part of what we are doing. Because I do know, I remember when President Trump was talking to the African heads of states back in 2017, he said, I don't know why you guys are poor. My friends go to Africa poor, they come back rich. Majority of those people are going into mining, not necessarily mining themselves, but they're acquiring the minerals, they're acquiring the gold. They're, just to give you an example, they're buying this gold at 30,000 a kilo. And immediately they make that flight into Europe 6 hours later. That same amount of gold is now worth 60,000 a kilo. That's how they're making a killing. We want to pave the way for diaspora to do the same, because those minerals are your wealth. They are your inheritance. So ADDI is there to pave the way to make sure that these opportunities are now available to the diaspora. So stay tuned. We will be coming and presenting some of those opportunities.